Anyone can rise above the rest in life. Not everyone will though. Question is, do you have what it takes to make it to the top?
But before you answer that question, let's descend from the top and explore all the paths to it.
Being on the top can either be the best feeling ever or not stimulate any emotion at all. It is all based around context. A peak is always sweet when you've taken hits trying to reach it. But if you're just placed there, the taste will be mediocre, underwhelming even.
Walking the path to the top on your own is not an easy job, but a rewarding one. Challenges will knock you down. Difficulty will try to keep you down.
It's up for you to stand up and try again. Do you have what it takes?
In the end, the paths are endless. Everyone has their personal difficulties, small successes, and even peaks. One always takes their own unique route, but one can learn from the mistakes of others too. That's what we're here for.
Based on our attempts to climb our peaks, we've discovered several paths that we're more than willing to share. It's time to wake up and choose. Bro, are you okay? Or have you completely lost it? Hello?
What? How did I end up here? Okay, so you want to be in a race and rise above the rest. You know it, I know it, he knows it. Yes, this is a race. Yes, you want to be better than other people. But to make that happen, you have to make it a race against yourself. Well, you may be trying to become better than the rest, you need to first do your best. Bars. It's easy to make comparisons with others, no matter if they're your friends or role models. That's what I like to call a mousetrap hidden in plain sight. Let's say you compare yourself to an unrealistic for this point of time rival, and you try to be better than them. Sure, you can do it for a couple of days. Sure, your motivation can give you some hope. But the moment you see them get more results than you for less effort is likely to shatter you.
Then you lose some motivation. Am I good enough for this? Did I overestimate myself again? I should probably get back to my normal life. Yes, I'm talking about that rabbit hole. That thing is scary. It can lead you to dark, depressive places. Just
Snap out of it! Oh no, Alex gained 100 more followers than me. Stop bitching around. You really think you have it bad? If you want to do comparisons, I'll do you one better. There was this single father who lost his job 5 months before Christmas. He was deep in debt and, ironically, the government was going to take away his house on the 25th of December due to him not being able to cover the mortgage. He could barely afford any food for him and his daughter, and she saw him as the best dad ever, and he had to prove that he was the superhero she saw in him. The father resorted to starvation just to feed his daughter, just to keep her unaware of the miserable situation. His desire to keep him and his little baby off the streets pushed him beyond his limits. Sleepless nights, job interviews resulting in rejections, humiliation, being made fun of. He did not care. As if a Christmas miracle, right before the deadline, on December 24th, he got his first paycheck in a long time and used it to cover the mortgage so far, buy some good food, and even a present for his daughter. Was it really a miracle, or was it his consistency that saved him? The father's desperation was his infinite source of motivation. He cared about his daughter, and the stakes were too high for him to bitch around and do nothing. Motivation, however, is a resource, and it runs out most of the time. And since I don't want any of you to suffer difficulties as such, I turn our focus to discipline as an alternative.
even though being disciplined is no easy job and has its troubles too, it has fewer life-dooming risks. You need to choose one of two painful experiences: discipline building or desperate motivation. It's up to you to answer the question. What pain are you willing to endure in order to achieve your goals? Weigh your scales and choose a path. Let's say you want to build a business and don't have the capital to do so. On one hand, you could take small disciplined steps and slowly build an empire while still working your day-to-day job to keep yourself more financially stable. This approach is more time-consuming but gives you more breathing room and also peace.
On the other hand, you can just risk it all and quit your job. The freedom and time you get from this are obviously 10 times more beneficial for the business, but just imagine the pressure pushing against you when you know you're financially unstable, and if this doesn't work, you're screwed.
I used to make plans way too ambitious for me to achieve in 2 years, let alone a single one. I would start off with a bang and would be pumping out productive work, but in a couple of days in, let's say a week, I would slowly start dropping some tasks. Being overly ambitious because of a motivation spike or an adrenaline rush at the start of the year could easily lead to burnout. And trust me, you don't want that. It's stinky.
By the way, I had burnout for a year, so if you want to know more about what I learned for that period, you can check out this video right here.
Okay, let's talk about breaking bad habits.
We all know that relying on willpower alone doesn't cut it.
Why? Well, because it's not hitting that sweet pleasure spot in your brain.
No pleasure means no reinforcement, and that's why those bad habits just never seem to go away. So to tackle this problem, let's look at mindfulness. Unlike other solutions, mindfulness doesn't control behavior, it rewires your brain. Becoming more aware and mindful of your actions can become rather difficult for some people, but trust me, there's a ton of info on that out there to guide you through the steps, like the monk mode for example. One of the easiest and most proven ways to build discipline is by doing sports. Any kind of it. Sports teaches you how to stop whining, gives you physical benefits, and makes you stick to a habit. Using that strategy, you can build discipline in pretty much any other area in your life.
Just keep in mind to take small steps in the beginning and then slowly increase the intensity, quality, and frequency of the tasks you want to do. Yo, man, how
What's up? Oh, that was a good one. That was a good
What's
stuff.
up?
You know what? For this year, I'm planning to start off a gym membership.
Yeah?
Also, I'm planning to start my own business.
No way, bro.
I might even have a YouTube channel for that business to drive traffic to the business.
Wait, you're finally getting your life back together, man. Let's go, man. I'm so happy for you. Give me a hug, man.
Look at this, bro. Look at this. Honestly. Ooh, who is it? Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year, bro.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm starting a new business this year.
Wait, didn't you start one last year?
Thing is, there was a problem with it.
Oh.
This time I'm starting it.
This time I got it all sorted out. I got a plan run out and I've got everything kind of sorted out.
So now I'm defo doing it, man.
All right, I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah, that's really good for me.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so low. She's so low, dude. Dude, she's actually so low. This year is my year.
Yeah?
On God, for real, for real.
I don't know, man.
For real, on God. I'm starting my new business and I'm making a YouTube channel for it.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you not entertained? Happy New Year, bro! What's up?
Yeah. I guess I'm alright.
I'm starting my own business.
Yeah.
Not joking.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. The business from 3 years ago, that one?
Yeah, now I'm finally getting my ass together and I'm doing it.
It's been 3 years, bro, yeah.
Yeah, now I'm doing it.
No. Aren't you tired of this? I know I am. Honestly, New Year, New Me is a scam. Where have you been lately, man? It's been an entire weekend we've not seen you in the game.
Look, I love playing with you guys, but I've decided that I want to change a bit.
Oh god, here we go again.
No, listen. This YouTube channel is something I care about very deeply, and I feel like it's a part of me, you know? I feel like it's something I want to dedicate most of my time to.
Look, man, I know it's something you truly care about, but you've seen no progress in the last 5 months. I don't mean to be rude, but maybe it's time to drop it. Look somewhere else.
Change is not only hard for you, but for people close to you too. They're your friend because they love spending time with the person you are now. Let's say you want to change. That would mean you're taking their friend away, even you may be killing their best buddy. It would be only normal for them to raise their guard and try to dissuade you from taking that path. I know you don't see much potential in it, but I'm asking you to respect my decision. This doesn't mean I'll be gone forever.
Please elaborate.
I'll eventually have free time, right? I'll be more than willing to spend it with you. You're my best friend after all, man.
If you truly care about that person and want to keep them as your friend, it's your job to make them understand what you are doing and why you're doing it. The ones that need to stay will stay.
Why am I here?
I feel like I'm losing brain cells.
If you feel like that too, it may be time for you to drop that friend group. I know it may sound a little harsh, but I must agree with the statement that you're the sum of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. I mean, if you want to lose brain cells, go for it.
Look, the beginning of change is always the most difficult bit. That's finding motivation, discipline, and setting off to a path. The easy bit is just following along that path. However, if you still don't know where to get started, we've prepared some advice for you to get you going. Now, let's get you started off with a solid foundation. Instead of setting big and unrealistic goals that you know you may give up on mid-year, it's better to focus on small changes to build a better system of habits. The foundation of that new system can then in turn help you realize those big goals. The best way to make change easier is to convince your brain that it's not that big of a deal. You can do this by creating new routines and then turning them into habits.
The easiest but most impactful advice I can give you right now is just walk down your own path. Sure, it may sometimes involve making choices that others may not understand or support, but it's up to you to
to make them understand. A lot of people don't realize the importance of creating our own goals and visions for our lives, rather than relying on goals assigned by others. Always remember that fulfillment comes from following your own plan. Plan that aligns with your desired future.
Oh wait, I almost forgot the most important part. Whatever you do, try not to fall victim to your old habits. I never want to see you like that ever again, man.
Breaking free from old habits takes a lot of willpower to make your decisions. Draw the line between pleasure, coming from achieving long-term goals, and more short-term pleasure focused on instant gratification. The key is to maximize enjoyment in everyday life and choose your dopamine sources wisely. Take on challenges that are not boring or too difficult in order to enjoy the process and stimulate dopamine release. Back to the top. Be well aware, not everyone will get to it. Some may spiral down to the bottom and maybe even farther down the rabbit hole. This isn't always their fault. If they're a victim to a system aiming to imprison them and they're not aware of it yet, they need some time to wake up.
But if they've already woken up and know they want to change, there would be no better time to act than now. They wouldn't want to be in their deathbed and regret all the initiatives they didn't take in their life, would they?